Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice, plenty to talk about today. Just want to say good morning. And I know it is Friday, guys. The markets are going to close after today. Going to have a long weekend because we hate weekends. GameStop still up and to the right, as it would be. We're going to talk about the headlines. We're also going to talk about some news coming through. And we'll talk about some earnings. This is the show. Yeah, I was driving. That's the show. Swear to goodness, that's the show. Don't ask me. Don't ask me what's in my head. It's all there somewhere. I woke up and I was like, man, I feel like talking to my peoples. And let me get out there, let me say some stuff, and it'll all work out. I did go to Target, believe it or not. So my wife wanted Starbucks. I went to Target. And I was like, let me go look at the Pokemon section. Completely empty. Completely, just. And then people just walking around. Yo, what up, Willie? What up, Willie? Bro, Pops is here. Hey, Pops, we love you, man. And I'm happy you're here, Pops. And I tell you right now, man, anytime you walk into the chat, you know what it is.
Tony Rico spins the wheel tonight, lighting up the valley in neon light. Since 62 he's been the sound king, making every party crowd shout and sing. Tony Rico in the mix so smooth, feel the rhythm as the bodies groove. Turn it up till the night turns blue. The best DJ in the valley is true. His beats hit hard like a thunder roll, got the vinyl spinning with a heart and soul. From the old school jams to the future's glow, Tony keeps it real everywhere we go. Tony Rico in the mix so smooth, feel the rhythm as the bodies groove. Turn it up till the night turns blue. The best DJ in the valley is true. Every drop, every rise, every twist of sound, Tony's magic keeps the people bound. Under the stars or the disco lights, he's the maestro of these endless nights. Tony Rico in the mix so smooth, feel the rhythm as the bodies groove. Turn it up till the night turns blue. The best DJ in the valley is true. Every rise, every twist of sound, Tony's magic keeps the people bound. Under the stars or the disco lights, he's the maestro of these endless nights. Oh, Tony Rico in the mix so smooth, feel the mix, feel the rhythm as the bodies groove. Turn it up till the night turns blue. The best DJ in the valley is true. Every drop, every rise, every twist of sound, Tony's magic keeps the people bound. Under the stars or the disco lights, he's the maestro of these endless nights. Oh, Tony Rico in the mix so smooth, feel the ritz, feel the rhythm as the bodies groove. Turn it up till the night turns blue. The best DJ in the valley is true.
There it is, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Shout out to the maker, the one, my father, the only one. Hey, I'll stop the whole show for my pops, bros. Don't give two damns about any of you. My pops is here, and I'll say, what's up, pops? You are the best. You know what? It reminds me of, I wrote a story about Jack and Diane. Two American kids growing up the best they can. Yeah. Marantz grew up to be a YouTube star. Rico, not just so far. Yeah, there it is. No, hey, appreciate you, pops. We love you, man. All right, back to the show, back to the chat, back to the channel. Somebody says here in the chat here, hey, bro, thank you for the stream yesterday. About 9 games from GameStop. Their buy 2, get 1 free is absurd. How great a deal this is, people need to know. Get your ass down to GameStop. I've been traveling. I've been doing my thing. I'd rather go there than Best Buy. Best Buy earnings came out yesterday, gave out guidance, downturn. And we're talking about discretionary dollars, guys. If you're not familiar with the term, I'll explain. So somewhere out there in Never Never Land, they decided that gaming is discretionary, that it's not mandatory, it's not needed, right? Ideally, the same thing with appliances, electronics, TVs, computers, you name it. And I would just tell you they're extremely essential. A lot of people need them to survive, and or with the technology today, you need it. But here's the problem. What Best Buy didn't factor in. People don't need laptops. All they need is their phone. There's a lot of things out there that the phone has replaced. And as the phone replaces these things, well, then your dollars go down. So I hope that you can be competitive. And considering the unknown, the tariffs, there's a lot of headlines out there that are scaring people away, allegedly. We're going to watch some clips. We're going to go through it all. We're also going to go down and break down the earnings report of Best Buy, Ulta Beauty. I'll do Gap. I'll do Burlington Coat Factory. I forget who else announced. Oh, Kohl's announced their earnings. So we'll go down the list. We'll see how great they're not versus GameStop. Now, I'm tired of them calling it consumer discretionary accounts, like the sector itself for GameStop, because it is extremely essential, video games. Best part about GameStop, just so that we're clear, I'm a huge GameStop supporter. The show, the channel, the investment, you name it, it's written in stone, okay? I love GameStop. It's on my body. It's my tattoo. Let me tell you something. GameStop's different. Here's why GameStop's so different. When I saw Ryan Cohen do his interview yesterday, shout out to Ryan Cohen, courtside at the damn Knicks game with a couple of baddies. Oh, man. Hey, that boy's killing it, bro. And well, you would be too if you're a billionaire and you run the most powerful company in the world called GameStop. But here goes Ryan, looking the part, being the part. But what Ryan said in the interview, he said, guys, GameStop has parity. So when people are looking for bigger revenue streams, what they're not understanding is GameStop's not reliant on software. You know, they're known as a used video game store and or a video game retailer. That's not what they are. Software, used video games, and new video games only account for roughly 20% of their revenue. They have now gone over and created a little bit more parity along the way. They now have collectibles and cards and gaming cards. And, you know, these TCG cards. And when you go ahead and look at it and you see how they're selling it, the accessories, the cards themselves, and the demand for it, then you understand the markup and you understand the margins. Margins are massive right now for GameStop. And I look at it and go, okay, they're going to make more money this way. They're transitioning, they're pivoting, and they're not so reliant on one category. That's business. That's doing it the right way. But the other way you make money in this environment, whether it be from tariffs, supply chain shortage issues, you name it, and whenever you're having the competing dollar, is private label. Private label. Whenever you see a company have a strong sheet, their margins are high, everything you see on it, you're going to see some type of private label that's successful. And in this case, GameStop has labeled everything GameStop, right? So they sell the equivalent, mimic products, whatever it may be. The benchmarks, they're walking to the company now. They're a little less Razer, a little less Turtle Beach, a little bit more private label. Whether you merch it that way, you put it up front and center, that's the way you want to do it as business, and that's what GameStop's doing. So fighting off all the macro environment is one thing. You know, I've looked at these headlines that keep coming out, and they're upsetting. You know, first thing is this one right here. You're going to see Jensen Huang says he's going to go ahead and sell $800 million worth of NVIDIA stock. And that's huge. That's not a lot to the company. It's $1 trillion company, $2 trillion company, massive up and to the right. Everybody loves this company. But you know what it tells me about him? Like, why the money grab? If you believe in this company so much, and you believe the direction and where it's headed, why the money grab? You're already worth billions of dollars yourself. He literally has a net value of $100 billion. Why sell your shares? Why not leverage it? Why not borrow against it? You know the price is going up. You already sold $2 billion worth of stock the last year. Why the money grab? When is enough enough? Like, what is it that you're not getting? Or are you lying to your investors, telling them that this is the investment they should be making and that next year it's going to be even greater, and the next year and the next year? When does this bubble pop? Or are you selling it at the top? I've only seen this guy sell at the top. So when my CEO, the founder of the company, is selling at the top and he's already a billionaire, it scares me. It tells me maybe he knows something. Maybe he reads the financials just as much as I do. Now, the regulatory stuff that's coming up against GameStop right now, it's not the same. GameStop sold off all their international companies, okay? They hardly have any buildings elsewhere other than the U.S. When you heard Ryan Cohen's interview, he says, well, GameStop's profitable in the U.S. That's very telling. That means they've been carrying over expenses from the UK, from, well, all of Europe, all of Canada, all of Australia. They carry over those losses, and they mask it within the SG&A, like I've told people. But what happens when the number's so good for GameStop, and it just takes off and it rockets? Other companies, right here, U.S. corporate profits fell by the most since 2020 ahead of tariffs. You see, there's suspension of tariffs. Yesterday, the conversation on tariffs where there was a Fed official, a judge, who said, "Hey, ban them all. They're not legal. We're not going to go through." Then it got voted on again today by another judge. Another judge says they're absolutely legal. They're going to be going for another 30 days. The end of this month, that's it. The 90-day reprieve is gone, and now we're back on the table with a tariff amount. And someone's going to be hurting. Someone's going to be scared. Right here, the U.S. housing market. Home sellers outnumber buyers by almost 500,000, the largest gap ever recorded. There are more sellers, there's more inventory than there are buyers. And why is that? Did you guys see the interview? If you guys haven't seen it, you guys can go Google it. It's fine. It's your boy, Bill Pulte. Bill Pulte comes out and he has nothing to say. He's like, Trump and Howard Lutnick and the rest of the boys, they're all going to decide what we do, but he wants to take Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac public. It's under conservatorship. Now, if you guys don't know, the government took them over during the whole Bush and Obama fiasco of the housing crisis, took them over, and now they're regulatory and everything. Well, guess what? They want to go public. They want to go get some money. It's a money grab. And who's in charge? Bill Pulte. Bill Pulte's the CEO, chairman of the board of this shit, if they're going to go public. So he's petitioning to Trump. We got to go now. Guess what? They can't do shit. You know why you can't do anything? Because in housing, the interest rates are at an all-time high over the last 40 years. Are they? Not really. But that would make you think that. 5%, 6% is a high amount for people when they see the prices of homes. You can afford a home. Let all these home sellers that are out there right now, the inventory, drop what they're asking for. You really want to sell your home? Drop the asking price. They're all out there to get fat. They think the fat cats are going to win. If you can drop these interest rates, you'll see some people try to come flood in. It's a renter's market, not a buyer's market. I'm just telling you the truth, guys. The reason I tell you that is because 90% of Americans have a lower interest rate than any Fed rate that comes out the books right now. So who wants to renegotiate their house when they're already at 4% or lower? Nobody. I don't care if they drop the points, 50 basis points. It's still not enough. You got to come down 200 basis points. It's going to take you a couple of years to get there, a year and a half maybe. Interest rates are sky high, guys. Inflation was sky high. That's why they kept raising interest. Inflation's coming down, allegedly, which I still don't feel that way. So they're saying, hey, then the interest rates need to come down. Jerome Powell is not moving. The head of the Fed is not moving. He actually had a face-to-face meeting with Trump yesterday or today. I can't remember. I think it was yesterday. First meeting all year. You finally got in there. You're the head of the Fed, and you finally met with Trump. And Trump's been there begging him and telling him to his face he's wrong. Well, I'm telling you guys, I pray he doesn't drop the rates. I want them sky high. Do you know why I want them sky high, guys? Because I know the truth about lowering rates. It has nothing to do with housing. It has everything to do with private equity. It has everything to do with the leverage of the 10-year. Everybody borrowed money. And they borrowed money thinking it was always going to be free. Well, it's not free anymore. And you can't renegotiate your books. I want to see people crumble. I want to see companies fail. I do. And I know some people are going to lose their jobs. Some people are going to be out. No, other people can buy those companies for a fraction of the price. Companies with money, not Costco though. I'm talking about GameStop. So that's what's happening, and I'm going to show you how we know. So let's go back to it. Housing, all-time worst. It's probably nothing. Come back over here. The CEO confidence has plummeted 26 points this quarter, the largest quarterly drop in history. This is the conference board measure of CEO confidence. The lowest it's been in history, the biggest drop. And yeah, there was a huge gain after the financial crisis, but this was massive, bigger than COVID. You're setting up for the biggest recession of your life, 2026, right now. Trump can prolong it. They can push it sideways all they want. But guys, it's not looking good because their earnings don't equate to the evals that companies are getting. They don't. We're going to find that out when I go show you these companies. I'm going to show you Burlington, Kohl's, Ultra Beauty, and I said one, maybe Best Buy. I'll do Best Buy too. So here's the headline, guys. The headline out there in America is this. Why is GameStop stock crashing after a bullish Bitcoin buy? I asked the same question. But this individual, Anika Maserani, whatever her name is, she is into investments, began at Morgan Stanley. What else has she done? Alma Stone, emerging market debt and investment analyst. I wonder what Alma Stone is. I'm just curious. FinPac, later joined Tip Ranks. What is Alma Stone? I'm just curious. Don't worry, we're going to read what she wrote. Little cat lady. Financial planner out of the UK, Alma Stone. Yeah, I'll pass on this. Always somewhere, bro. It's always somewhere. Based in Brazil, private debt firm. Direct lending and focus on storage, coffee, financial services, UK. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Anyway, here's what she wrote. It's a very smart young lady. She must know everything. GameStop bought Bitcoin, but instead of a rally, it got wrecked. Wall Street's not buying the hype. Ooh. You believe that? Anybody believe that? Easily impact the company's performance, blah, blah, blah. We don't care. Turns out a massive crypto buy isn't enough to distract from the bigger question. What's the actual plan for the business? They're already doing it. Wait, did you miss it? Are you typing with your eyes closed? GameStop buys 4,710 Bitcoin and gets slammed with the 10% drop. Isn't that awesome? It gets slammed with the drop and nobody knows what they paid for it and how many they bought and when they bought it and all that. They don't know the transaction. Now, it's being reported at $75,000 a coin, and they would be up $25,000 a coin. 25,000 times 4,710 is a lot of money from what I gather. $100 million? I don't know how much it is. But, yeah, it would be like $100 million. It's a kind of headline that would have sparked a meme-fueled frenzy just 2 years ago, but this time shares fell 11% at the close. Now, I'm going to show you what Wall Street is saying about GameStop buying Bitcoin. I have the interview. I have it, guys. I have the creator of Tether talking about Bitcoin and how it can be beneficial for companies, but not GameStop. Beneficial for every other company except for GameStop. That's all I ever have to hear. All I ever have to hear is the press tell me it's good for everyone else but GameStop. You know what kind of really gave it away, guys? He says Bitcoin and gold can be hedges against global currency, devaluation, and systematic risk. That's where Ryan Cohen bought it. And, it's like better than digital gold because you can transfer it. You can do everything. You don't have to store it physically. There's no security involved. It's just crypto, right? It's easy. And so we get that. There's a whole reason for it. But is GameStop a good stock to buy, she writes. Right now, only one Wall Street analyst is officially covering GameStop, and the verdict isn't glowing. Michael Pachter of Wedbush has tagged GameStop a moderate sell rating of $13.50 price targets, implying a steep 54% drop-off. Downside from the current levels. Do you guys think it's going down to $13.50? What the hell would happen at $13.50? The whole world would explode. The whole world would buy this damn thing. One, you're getting exposure to Bitcoin. Two, it's priced out at cash at $13 because that's actual book value. So you're buying it for book. Three, everyone just bought 140 million shares on an offering, ATM, at a price of over $28 a share. Not to mention the $1.5 billion on convertible notes that people bought in at a premium of $29.85. So tell me, Michael Packer, explain it to me how $13.50 makes any sense. Oh, because they don't give you guidance. They don't give you the plan. You don't understand it. How about profits? Do you understand profits? $131 million on a swing profit of almost $500 million from 3 years prior. So tell me, where do you get $13.50 from? Lady, you wrote it. You stand by it. But it's not good for GameStop to buy Bitcoin. It's not good for GameStop to make a profit. It's not good for GameStop to commit to PSA and that partnership. I pray to God that you Wall Street bitches don't see what GameStop's doing, ever. I hope you never find out. And then when it pops up like 4 years from now that they made $1 billion in a quarter, $1 billion, oh yeah, $1 billion with a B, bitch. When they tell you that, you're going to go back and be like, damn, how'd they know? What did they see? They sure as hell didn't type articles with their eyes closed. That's the first thing they didn't do. Now let's go ahead and hear. Don't worry about that video. We'll get to this one. Hey, Bostic, Romaine Bostic. How you doing, Romaine? I got you, Romaine. Let's see what you guys have to say about any company that buys Bitcoin and why you would want to do it. I want to watch this so I can cool off. I'll get a little heated.
Las Vegas was taking place, and all the talk was about all these folks trying to take a page out of Michael Saylor's playbook as they look to build a Bitcoin treasury of their own. The token sitting near a record high. This week alone, we heard from GameStop buying more than 4,500 tokens, and Trump Media raising $2.5 billion in capital to also buy into those digital assets. Joining us right now is a pioneer in this space. William Quigley is the co-founder of the Tether stablecoin, as well as the Worldwide Asset Exchange, and he joins us right now. And William, I do want to start here. I know a lot of people kind of derided Michael Saylor when he kind of pivoted his software company to what has effectively now become a barometer for this strategy. But I am curious about people chasing after it. He did something that was unique, and for the most part, he was doing it alone for quite some time. When you start to see DJT and GameStop and all these other folks come into this space, what is that telling you?
Well, here's what I'd say. You're right. Michael Saylor was really the first big publicly traded company that decided to allocate a percentage of its cash into Bitcoin. I think it was a $250 million purchase of Bitcoin at about $11,000. That was back in 2020. And he was alone for many years, actually. It's only been recently, as Bitcoin has doubled from last year, that people are thinking maybe this isn't a bad treasury reserve type of investment. I'd say this. In terms of which public companies would probably get some benefit of doing it, the most obvious might be something like Trump Media Group, where you have a company that's already strongly positioned in the crypto space. It would make sense for a company like that to hold crypto-based assets. Now, for other companies, having been a CFO earlier in my career, I would tell you it might be a bit difficult if I were holding a position in Bitcoin and it's going up and down, and there are accounting rules about how you measure that. Mm-hmm. So your financial statements could look strange if Bitcoin doubles and that has a material effect on your financials, and you have to explain that away, or worse, it goes down. So I would say there has to be probably a lot of communication between these companies and the investors who hold positions in those companies, mm-hmm. for them to understand what's the logic of doing it and what's the holding period that they intend to hold it for.
Yeah, and particularly when you talk about the big difference between a company that's dedicated itself to doing that and say like a Tesla or a Block that actually has a traditional business and is sort of doing this on the side. But this does sort of bring light, William, to just sort of the broader adoption, if you will, of crypto, and some of this, of course, being facilitated by an administration that's a little bit more friendly to it. And
tell me you guys heard all the sideways bullshit out of these two. If you guys can't read between the lines, one is saying, hey, there's financial regulatory issues. Like I told you guys, I explained it to you on accounting side that if GameStop holds Bitcoin as of December 14th, 15th of this past year, it is now, you need to show the unrealized gains and or losses on your income statement. So GameStop could come out and show a massive loss if Bitcoin were to tank, and if Bitcoin were to go up, they would show a massive gain. This is what's happening right now. This is in real time. So they want to try to scare you that if you're an investor and you see your earnings come all the way down to the ground because of it, that you should run, and this is not fair to you. Maybe the price comes down. It wouldn't matter to me. Nothing matters to me. The end result does not matter to me because there is no end. It's forever. This is a forever thing. GameStop's forever growing up and to the right. I don't think people really understand. You're not going to sell. You're going to buy more. You're not going to sell. You're going to buy more. The fear of your stock price going down and the value, who sells? Who the hell sells? You know, I thought about it the other day. I was talking about it yesterday. I was talking about the guy who had put up a post and he said, you know, I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here at GameStop. It pisses me off. $26. I had to sell. Couldn't hold any longer. My family relied on me. I need this money. And GameStop didn't do what it said it was going to do. And I lost all my money because I put it in Bed Bath & Beyond. And I was just like, wait. That's it. What we've always known is that these distraction stocks are meant to put you in a hard spot, to spread you thin, to get you out of the play, so that you're not so focused on GameStop, or so that one day the attrition, the battle wears on you. And you're Caitlin Clark and you're getting hit every which way and you just try to smile through it and ball up. And it's hard, man. It's hard. And maybe you guys can't look your family in the face and say, you know, this is tough. I lost money on Mullen Automotive. I lost money on Bed Bath & Beyond. I lost money on Big Lots. I lost money on Tupperware. I lost money on AMC. I lost money on every other investment they told you to make. When we're all telling you the one thing, there's only one GameStop. There's only one investment you need to make the rest of your life, and it's right here. And if you're in tune with that, if you're locked in and you're doing it, like today, I bought another share. Boom, there it is. Here we go. Just so that we're clear, you guys will see it. Right here, here it is. 1031 right there, 51 shares, 30,000, whatever it may be. I don't know how much money it is. It's up there. Okay, guess what? That's my money. 30 grand I don't need. That I would have wasted on Value Mills or Anchor Blue cologne and watches. I have a different life. And your risk tolerance is probably yours, and it's probably all different. But I'll tell you what, I'm never going to write that letter. I'm never going to write that text. I'm never going to write that Reddit post or Twitter post. Man, I can't handle this. I got to get out of here. And I lost all my money, investing in something other than GameStop. Never going to happen. I will ride this shit to the ground, and guess where it's not going? The ground. All these guys telling you that they would do it a different investment because that's just what was said to you. Like, look at this. These guys are telling you. They're like, well, I would do it Tesla, or I would do it if I was Block, but I wouldn't do it if I was a company, like. And without saying GameStop, they're talking about GameStop. Remember when I told you there's content creators out there that forget to use their voice masking, and this is why they don't put themselves on the screen? Simulate and Trade. You guys know him? His little AI robot voice that he always does? Well, don't worry. He forgot to turn it on yesterday. Check out the video he posted.
A lot to talk about. So many things have been taking place with GameStop over the course of the past 2 days, with in particular yesterday with GameStop pulling back significantly, right? And already with that, I was searching through my comments over the past couple of days. I've been making a lot of YouTube content, and I'm getting so many people coming up and saying, see, I told you, this company's not going anywhere. It's just going to pull back. It's going to continue falling down. The meme stock already had its place back in 2021. This thing is done and over. This company's not going anywhere. You guys are just stuck in the past, unable to, accept what happened, and unable to move forward in time. I'm just getting trolled by dozens and dozens of people just talking smack. And I was just like, I've been shocked because some of the things that they have been saying to me is just absolutely insane, for example. And I've also been seeing this on social media as well. It's not just on my comment section. I've been seeing a lot of people say things like, naked shorting, it does happen, but it's not that frequent. You guys are just sort of exaggerating the magnitude that type of thing, and making it seem like, you know, it's an ongoing matter with GameStop, and you guys have no proof that, you know, institutions are like these quote unquote bad actors.
It's really that bad. It's like the whole way is just about naked shorty, naked shorty, naked shorty. The whole conversation is failed to deliver a naked shorting, and you know, and then he's terrible. But bro, I'd rather hear the robot voice than that bullshit. And by the way, I don't know what you're talking about. Here, it's a simple explanation. You just go like this, okay? Simulate and trade. Carlos, is that your real name? I forget. Listen to me, dude. There's like this thing I cracked. I cracked the code on this years ago. But just listen. Whenever your off-exchange exempt is over a 2 or a 3, they shorted the shit out of your stock that day. Guess what? Every other day, under 1%, right? What happens? It's a 2 or a 3. It's really easy. But you don't have to take my word for it. Oh, the reading rainbow. That's where we're at. Here's GameStop. GameStop, the website. Guys, by the way, where the hell are they? Oh, man, hold on. No, not Charizard. I got the other 2 cards that were missing. I got them. Right here, I got them. They came in the mail. Wifey came through, so I was very happy about that. Let's see, full picture. The other 2 cards. These are for the giveaway on Wednesday. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. PSA 10, look at that bad boy right there. Oh, man, beautiful. I think somebody's going to be very happy with these cards. This is just me personally. I don't know. Yeah, okay, cool. Let me go put them away. Oh, can't wait. I can't wait to the giveaway. It's going to be cool. People are sending packages right now. I know they're coming in the mail. They already called me, told me. They're like, yo, Marantz, you're not ready. I'm like, I'm ready, bro. Okay, so check this out. This is going to be GameStop website. And these are the graded cards on the website. PSA graded cards available to you. Look at that Balbasaur right there. Man, these are awesome cards, bros. So, Umbreon. Is that the Japanese PSA 10? $397. Wow. Those are amazing cards. You can actually get them in the packs right now. So, pretty cool cards available to you. All there. All that being told, we're almost at a record. We are at a record high today. We're at 4,934. We've never broken 5,000. We've never been at 4,900. So this is a new all-time high on available cards on the website. Phenomenal. Sorry for yelling. All right, let's go look at the stock really quick before we go into the financials of other companies. GameStop, it's the battle of 3001. That's what we're looking at today. We broke out. What do you know? The Dorito actually works, bro. That's the top of the Dorito. Push down, support, bam, apex, it clears, combustion, capitulation, boom, out of the Dorito, up and to the right. Damn it, man, we're going to $30. We'll battle. That's the way it goes. Much love, Marantz. Cheers to you and Team 51. Thank you for everything you do. No, thank you, man. Happy birthday to Amber. Yeah, Amber's on TikTok right now. I see her over here liking the show. I'm excited. Marantz, you're a man of conviction. These idiots are all just grifters. Yeah. Crazy. You copy. You copy has 5 different YouTube channels and different names, bros. We don't worry about him. We really don't worry about him. What was I going to look at this? I got these things. I got to call these. I got to go check out these companies. We got to look at the balance sheet on these companies. So let's go check them out. First company is going to be Kohl's. Kohl's. Let's look at Kohl's. You guys know we're not a fan of Kohl's. Oh, why is AMC coming to me? Get out of here, AMC. We don't care about AMC. All right, here's Kohl's Corporation. I've been calling Kohl's a pump and dump. I've been calling Kohl's a piece of crap. They are. There's Kohl's. Just so that we're clear, on the 1-hour chart, Kohl's jumped all the way up to $9.96. Boom. And they think they're up for today. They're trash, this company. So let's go ahead and look at the earnings. Let's go look at these numbers for Kohl's. And we'll see what we're doing. Remember, this is all. Why do we study other companies, guys? To find out when they're going bankrupt, because they are. Find out how they're getting pushed out by private equity, because they are. And what does a good sheet look like versus GameStop? So quarter one is here. Quarter one ending May 3rd. And now it's being reported today. So let's go ahead and look at this. First quarter operating revenue, trailing 12. I could do trailing 12 quarterly. Let's go to the quarterly. All right. So revenue at $3 billion. It's on par with last year, just a little short. And they're at 3.2 total revenue versus 3.3 last year. Not bad. Down 4% from the previous, but yeah, you're fine. Gross profit, 1.3. That's down, considering they had less revenue and more gross profit. They're okay. SG&A down. Operating expenses, trash. They are looking at $60 million of operating income. Phenomenal. $60 million of operating income for a company that's been around forever. They must be doing well. Oh, wait. Interest expense. Killer. What's their net income really? Looks like it's going to be negative $15 million for the quarter. Really sucks. Negative 15, they didn't lose as much as last year. So we should be so thankful. Not for me. I already told you. But let's go ahead and look at the balance sheet. Let's see what it really cost them. Cash, $153 million. As I told you, they're a broke company. And why do I say broke company? Because everything is in assets. They literally have it all tied up in their assets until they start selling off their buildings and everything they own. I will never believe them. I think they're a fake and a phony because they have this. They have $5 billion worth of leases, and they have another $1 billion worth of debt. They can leverage themselves any way they want, and that's the way they chose to do it. So they do have shareholder equity. It's massive, and they have a book value of $34.05. Considering the stock price is $8, this is a buy every day of the year until they sell their assets. So if you were to buy it, yes, $8, boom, amazing. The unfortunate part is they're going to sell in bankruptcy because there's no buyer right now. There's no buyer on the table. Apollo's not walking in. No one is. Masellam's chopping this up, and they're carving it up so that they can get Burlington Coat Factory. Listen to me or don't. They are making this a hostile takeover so that a company like Burlington Coat Factory can come in and buy all these buildings at nothing and get into the S&P 500. That's how I see it. I only pay attention to certain things. It might be Burlington Coat Factory. It might be expanding more of Dick's. It could be anything you see. Now, Ulta Beauty is the company that Warren Buffett went and bought and took over. Big profits here to happen. This is the company that's going to thrive and survive. But are people actually going to tell you what's happening? Revenues increased. Gross profits increased. SG&A has increased. When you look at operating income, it's flat. 401 versus 400. Absolutely flat for everything else that has increased. So, does it mean that it's amazing? Not to me per se, for what it is, but $300 million worth of profit for the year is not bad at all. I mean, for the quarter, not bad at all. This company's made to make money. The thing about makeup, and women can tell you this, I don't care what type of recession goes through, these ladies want to put the makeup on. And they will go buy it. This is not where they cut. Women do not, and I'll say this because I had two moms growing up. Women do not make cuts when it comes to health and beauty. They just don't. It's called HABA, health and beauty. They don't make cuts. So if you guys know, this is going to be a good stock for people to buy into if they wanted to, if they were in it early. Not now, not for me. Cash equivalents, $454 million. Not billion. GameStop has billions of dollars. These guys have millions. It's a whole lot. There's a whole different way of doing business here. Total assets of 5.9. They have a good sheet. They're plus $2.4 billion on shareholder equity. GameStop has like $6 billion, but whatever. When you look at this sheet, it's going to tell you book value of $53 a share because they have a small float. The overview on the float is shares outstanding, 45 million shares. So I anticipate this company doing a stock split, but they're at $21 billion worth of market cap. The revenue is $11 billion, which is big. Net income is $1 billion. It's a good number. These are good. There's a good little ratio. The unfortunate part is I'm not buying it at these prices, but book is there. just so that we're clear, they're trading at almost $50 book. They're almost 8 times book. I want to make that very clear. A retail company that trades at 8 times book and only has $400 million cash in the bank. I'm trying to tell you, and you guys don't listen to me, but it's cool. It's because GameStop's not the thing, right? The next one we're going to look at is Burlington. So Burlington stores right here. This is going to be, they're trying to get into the S&P 500. They're efforting. They're at $14 billion with the market cap, quite similar to GameStop. Their revenue is $10 billion, big number. Net income is $500 million, still a big number. Shares outstanding, 62 million shares outstanding. And if we go ahead and look at it all, which we will, we'll see just how great they are. Right now, they're coming in operating income at 2.5, which is fine, 2.5 billion. They have gross profit, they have SG&A, they have operating income of 141. Big numbers, guys. Those are big numbers. They do pay, they do get money, they're fine. They made $100 million. $100 million for the quarter. Company makes money, not as much as Ulta, but still great money for what it is. But let's go look at the balance sheet. They are sitting on $300 million. They came from $900 million to $300 million. No money at all. Guys, I don't know why people don't put value on GameStop's $5 billion, $6 billion, but $300 million is nothing. And when you look at their assets, they're coming in 8.5, really big based off of the properties they own, okay, like I told you. And then you go ahead and see the liability side, minimal liabilities on current liabilities. The main liability is going to be debt and long-term leases. So 7.1, shareholder equity of $1.3 billion. These guys are infants. These guys are babies in a bucket. Book value of $21. So what are they trading at? 10x book. They're literally at 10x book. A retail company makes a profit, 130 million, whatever it may be for the quarter. It doesn't matter. 10x book. That's the problem I have with this. The last one I look at is Best Buy. These are all competitors, believe it or not, to GameStop because this is all what I would call discretionary. All of it. I don't care. You don't need makeup. You don't need Burlington brand name clothes. And you don't need Kohl's. You don't need anything from Kohl's. That's for damn sure. Best Buy at $66. I think that's a buy, just by looking at it, because I kind of know some stuff about the company. But let's see. Their market cap's $14 billion, equivalent with Burlington, almost GameStop as well. Their revenue's $41 billion. Net income of $883. So they make a lot of money. They have a lot. They have 200 million shares outstanding. Half the flow to GameStop. Cool. Let's go see if they are GameStop. Let's just do that. Here's the quarterly. So on the quarterly number here, they are coming in at 8.7, less than last year. So that's the revision. That's why they're down. Gross profit is flat. SG&A is flat. Operating income is $1 million more than last year. That's terrible. I guess if you're just making $1 more, you're doing great. So net income 202. So at 202, not bad. Great number for a company that's been around forever. Branding's there. They're massive. Let's see what they do. Cash, $1.1 billion. They have cash. Not the most, but they have cash. Most of their assets, $4 billion in buildings, $5 billion in buildings. They're at $14 billion in building in all assets. It's going to be inventory. They have more inventory than building. Okay? More inventory than building. That's a huge number. So 14.1, liabilities come across. They have debt, yes. They have debt, yes, which is fine, not a big deal. And you're looking at 11, so they come plus 2.7 billion. 2.7 billion comes out to book value of $13 a share. They are currently traded $66, so that tells you they're at 5x. Literally 5x. Book. 5 to 10x for retail companies that make a profit on book. Let's go look at GameStop. Just want to make sure how outrageous this sounds. First, look at the quarterly for them. They'll come out with the new quarterly number, so I really won't compare it to Christmas. It's not being fair to other people. Operating income, just so that we're clear, they lost $50 million last year on quarter one. I think they're going to do a lot better this year than losing $50 million. As we go across, They ended up losing 32. That was operationally, but overall $32 million. We know that they have more interest being generated by the dollars being made right here on this interest right here. So instead of it being 15 million, they're going to make at least 55, but they have more cash than ever right now. So let's just call it 60. I'll be fair. So it's going to be 60. So you're talking about 45 million more dollars of profit off interest. And when you look at them, you'll see that, I want to make sure, let me see. Oh, right here. Yeah, 15. Yeah, you're good. So instead of it being negative 32, they have a $45 million swing on that. So they should be increased by about $13 million to the positive. So $13 million positive is what we're looking at right now. But if you want to include Bitcoin, and if they can do the unrealized gains, which is what they're telling you have to report on, then you're going to report an additional $100 million on 13. So maybe $113 million for the quarter. So you have 131 plus 113, and you're taking off this negative number, and you're going to have this number and this number. So you're going to have a positive 4 quarters. Listen to me, guys. Positive 4 quarters of profit for the company at 14.17, which is 32 because of point and point. So 32, 162. Okay. Now 163. Then you're going to add the I'd say 103. Let's just say $100 million. So you're going to have $250 million profit after this quarter, potentially. Do you know what happens to a company that has $250 million profit for the year, that has top line revenue only $3 billion? the percentage of sales at 3.2 billion or 3.3 billion, and it being core profit, and you're looking at around $200 million, you're going to be looking at, and I'm not really good at math, but it tells me about 8%, 7% FCF. So you're about 7 or 8% free cash flow, positive percentage. So percentage of your sales is just cash. And when you do that, you have to times that 8%. And so you're going to times that cash on top of the value of the company. So dude, they have $6 billion. So you already have book value of 13, 14 bucks a share. And then you're going to go ahead and do another, let's just times 50. I'm just being fair. If it's going to be $200 million, then you're going to be another 10 billion. So 10 billion plus 6 billion puts you around $16 billion market cap. Now, how much more do you get for FOMO and positive, just everyone getting positive on the stock? I'm talking about you're going to be 16 to 20 billion because of a good quarter. What else starts happening? People start falling apart. They start closing their short positions, start going long. Once they see GameStop has an annual profit every quarter, GameStop has the potential to get into the S&P 500 at that point. That could be coming within the next year. It could get real nasty for people out there. And then what's going to happen is you're going to be the winner. And everyone's going to be looking for you. And you'll be like, hey, man, I read in the paper. I saw GameStop. But Rantz earnings, we are over 40. This price under 30 and 35 cents quarter one with the holdings is a joke. Yeah, no, it's not even just that, man. It's more than that. It's doing things that no one else is doing is what you should be doing as a company. So that's the sheet for GameStop and what it looks like. Let's go to the charts now. And let's explain what's really happening here. So we'll go to the charts. And thank you guys. I see everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys. We got a little bit more time here. I'm trying to take off on time because I got to get dressed up for work. I'm wearing a tie today. I want to get all dressed up. I want to do my thing. I want to feel good about myself. So I'm like a female, bro. I want to feel good. You ever seen these girls? I want to wear that. It makes me feel sexy. I'm like, yeah, mama. Whatever it takes. $30, people. $30. That's where I'm at with the damn stock. It's $30. Are you guys paying attention? I never stop. Can't stop, won't stop seeing GameStop at $30 up and to the right. God, I get excited, bros. I get so excited. I swear to you, it's the same shit ever. Bumping that shit later. I'll be bumping that shit later, when I'm naked in my house. This is going to be my weekend song, guys. On the weekends, guys, my house, first off, I literally have lights installed in my house for the overhead up tops. and they all flash different colors and stuff. Boom, boom, boom. I got like DJ lights everywhere, and my wife has like even the lamps do that shit. And it's because secretly we're a party house. So like you're like, hey babe, why does the kitchen light up in neon? Because you just never know. The show's over and I'm still partying. Look, we hit $30 again. I can't stop. But yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Sorry guys, I get excited. I have to start pushing play every time. It gets to $30. I just get excited, bros. It's crazy. Somebody says there's a long line outside of GameStop right now for that Destin's Rivals, whatever it's called. It's Destiny Rivals, the new one, the black and red packages. I've seen everybody outside GameStop. It opens up in an hour, so everyone's going to be there waiting to go. I'm aware. It's all about it. People say, "Yo, Marantz, let that song play, bro." What song play? Chris Mickshaw, what's up, my boy? Bro, hey Chris, no disrespect, bro. Like, no disrespect, bro. But the price you guys got on GameStop on Costco, no, I'm so sorry. On Pokemon cards, it's crazy, bro. I was like, I'm not buying. Bro, they had this right here. They had this for like $150. I was like, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. I got this shit for nothing. Don't worry. I'm giving it away. Supply and demand. Yeah, tell me about it, bro. Damn. GameStop back under $30, bros. We're still going to look at the charts. We're still going to look at it. I get distracted, though, bros. I already told you. Songs come on, I get distracted. But we will rip it and send it. Yeah, we know. We know what you're doing. This guy. Hey, you know what? I got to give you guys credit, though. I will tell you this, Chris. That might not be the best buy. Maybe sports cards are the go with you guys. But because the markup on Pokemon is crazy with anybody. Everyone out there has a crazy markup on Pokemon. Even GameStop. But I'll pay GameStop the premium. But I will tell you this about Breakers. Breakers put the cards in sleeves. They package it. They ship it to you. It's convenient. You never had to leave your house. You never had to go wait in line at GameStop for an hour to try to get a box. They take away all of that for you, the convenience factor. But for me personally, I enjoy the hunt. I enjoy everything. So there's a pro and a con to it all. But mainly a con. These guys, oh my God. Bro, this is such a good card, man. Autographed AC green card. What? All I heard was green card. What's going on? Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Dude, these guys who pump up the hit. You got a massive hit, bro. It's worth like 20 cents. Like, yeah, I checked that shit out on eBay. There ain't nobody really looking for that one. These guys, they get you. Dude, GameStop needs to figure it out. I need 29. I need 30. It's a little mini Dorito being formed right now. I don't know if you guys see it, but here's the top side push down. You'll find the support somewhere. Once you find it, then we take off and we step out of this zone again. We just stepped out of this Dorito, which tell me how good this one was. Top side, bottom side. You saw it. We broke out. Boom. Now we'll find the top. And we'll go from there, and we'll find the downside. We'll find the sideways capitulation. We'll find the consolidation. A lot of C words around here. Anyway, let's look at this really quick before I get out of here, because we all know I get hyped. The stock hits $30, bro. It's just crazy. I get hyped. Okay, so check this out. So GameStop. I don't want to look at any of these stocks. Just GameStop. Okay, Sorry, bro. Let me close all that. Let me just focus on this one stock right here, bro. All right, this is the 5-minute chart. This is the 30, which is fine. This is the 1 hour. This is the 2 hour. MACD crossed over on the 2, so we should be blowing up right now. We should get a run. Last time we crossed over, we had a run here. Look at this. It went green, had a run from around $28 all the way to 37. So that was the last time it flipped green. We went red. They dropped us all the way back down, and we met it. And we're back up again. We'll go back up. No big deal. Okay. Let me get rid of these lines right here. Okay. Now, by the way, OBV in the positive, 98 million shares. Go figure. Of course it is, Marantz. 4-hour chart, OBV in the positive, 214 million shares. Of course it is. We're getting off of this MACD going red. It's actually going to flip and go green, so we should be able to bounce out of this. So if you're looking at this from a 4-hour standpoint, You're looking at push down, which is fine. You're also additionally looking at support. So the support of it all, and I'll be fair, it's going to be down here, walking that fine line. So who knows what you might happen here in this corner. We might get a little froggy, right? But it doesn't matter. Just leave it where it's at. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to show you guys something else here. Definitely not that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at the daily. Let's look at the daily. Here's your daily chart, guys. Funny how it all happens. So we know about the breakout last year. Massive breakout. Ran all the way up, touched the top of the sky, came back down, touched again, came back down. We found our true resistance up here at 34.99, which is what we already knew it was going to be there. That was in January. Got pushed down. We popped up on earnings. Unfortunate part is they don't care that we're profitable, $131 million. They doubled down on their push. When they doubled down on their push, I just want people to know, our OBV went from $8 billion for that all the way up to 9 and some plus. So 200 million more shares to the positive. That means everybody bought it. So we flipped on the weekly. This is the weekly. We flipped the MACD to go mega green. When that happens, we continue to run. We don't have a drop off. This continuing run came from $20 to $35. Okay, we had a $15 run, which a lot of people are like, $15, that ain't nothing. No, it's like 70%. So we had a massive run. They pushed us down. We're now having this run, but here's your takeoff. You're taking off from here now. So we're going to have this new extension out in this zone for the next couple of weeks. We're going to see a run. That's just me, right? That's how I see it. And it's happened before. Remember, the massive MACD flip right here, you started grinding towards the top, and you did really well. But we'll go ahead and stretch it out, and we'll look at it from this standpoint. GameStop's OBV is up 9 billion shares to give an equivalent that's over 20 times your float, okay, to the positive. Now let's look at the monthly. If we look at the monthly, GameStop has this yellow brick road of support that we've never fallen. We can't fail. It's just there. This actually stems from the 995, and it just so happens that this one over here at $20 came down to touch it. It came down to touch it. That's exactly where it was going to go. And you know who knows about this yellow brick road? Ryan Cohen. So when you see this yellow brick road right here, it came down here to 9. It comes from the very beginning of this all, way over here. That's the support. You found out where it was. You found out right here. This was the previous resistance from the previous highs over here. So that's your new support now. Remember, your previous resistance is now your support. So as we go up and to the right, Ryan Cohen knows, hey, this stock's all the way down to $20. This is the bottom of the bottom. What does he do? He buys $10 million worth of it. Buys it, goes. Feels great. Everyone's running. Everyone's in it at this point. We're running. What's going to cross over right now on the weekly is going to be your golden cross. This green line is going to blow past the yellow. They're going to go ahead and cross. When that happens, your 50-day moving average is now moving past your 200-day moving average. Phenomenal when it happens this way, golden cross. You look at the daily, the golden cross already happened on the daily. That's why we're taking off. They can't sustain a push down. We broke out of the triangle. We're now out into another zone. We'll stay here. We'll go sideways. But remember, your previous resistance is now your support. So although we might be able to come down if they pushed you, you wouldn't come down further than $24, $25, $26. These are levels that they can push you down to. It'd be very hard to do it. Why? 50-day moving average has you coming in at 26.76. Very hard to push you down below the 50-day moving average. When they do, it takes an amazing amount of volume and shorts. When they pushed us down below it, we all bought it back up immediately. Same thing. You want to push us down below it, we'll all buy it back up, but you're still in this zone. You'll break out of this zone by the end of the year. Okay? Now, when you break out of this zone, you're in the new zone. You're in this new one where previous was the resistance, now your support. The low being around $29. So what does this mean? All this means that if you're tracking GameStop, 30 is the new 20. That's all it means. That means that the layered growth over time on this stock, the consolidation of it, everyone buying and holding, the spring load of offering shares to the public and or doing convertible notes for GameStop, all of it is compressed right around the $26 to $28 price range. And if it ever touches those levels, it's a spring load. But that's how tight you are. You're consolidated now. And we said this before when we were at 18 and 19 and people thought we were crazy because they all said we're coming down to 6. Well, guess what happened? We spring. You push down a spring. It's like a coil. You push it all the way down. Eventually it gets so tight, it has to let go. It has to. And that's what's happening. It's rinse and repeat for the company. GameStop's insulating themselves by raising more cash while this is going on. All of this is not going to jeopardize your investment. It's only going to enhance it because you are giving yourself strength. It would be the equivalent of working out every day. You know, I want you guys to think about it this way. You go, you know, this is the difference. Okay, I learned this in high school. I used to run track for football. All the track guys played football. So all the track guys, okay, didn't care if they won the race or not. I would say those are GameStop investors. And they didn't care because they were just trying to get stronger for football season. So they would still work out on leg days. They wouldn't take track meets off. They would be like, it's a track meet today? Oh, that's cool, but I still got to work out legs in the morning. I still got to go do agilities. I still got to do boxes and jumping over bags and running back and forth doing suicide. I'm like, but coach, this is me, the day trader at the time. I was like, but coach, no, man, I got to win. I got to win today. I got to race. I got to get school records. I got all. And the coach just looking at me like, are you working out for football or are you just a track guy now? So I ask you, are you an investor or are you a day trader? What are you worried about today's outcome for? Oh, I was an idiot as a kid. Trust me. I said, man, I'm not working out hard. No, I got to save my legs. But the truth is that if I would have just worked out equally as hard on all those days, I'd be infinitely stronger the next year. And the next year and the next year because you start building. You're building something. That's GameStop. GameStop is not skipping leg day. GameStop's not skipping the gym. They're waking up every day just working out hardcore. Who cares if they got to, we got to walk in the morning. Oh, we got to go to work in the morning. They don't give a shit. GameStop's getting thick in this gym. They're eating right. They're getting healthy. That's what they're really doing. And I think you guys should have the same mentality. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just a guy who did it wrong in my younger years. Now that I'm older, I realize that. But, you know, GameStop's doing it right. Okay, back to the charts. Sorry. I just wanted you to know. Okay, so back to $30, which is healthy. Healthy. Mama, I heard your favorite song when we hit $30. I said I'd play it. Let's go get it. I swear to you, like all the songs you forgot about, I still play. Swear to you, I do. You guys wouldn't even know. You'd be like, what is Marantz playing right now? Like, what do you mean? Did he really have it queued up? He didn't have anything queued up. He just hits play. That's it. Anyway, let's finish out this TA. I want to get going. All right, so check this out. $13 billion worth of market cap right now, 13.5. And let's go look at what we call the monthly. So this monthly chart is why we're different. This is why GameStop is so different than the rest of the stock market. If you have seen Doritos before, if you've seen bullish pennants, if you've seen Phineas and Ferb, if you've seen these triangles, then you understand how companies and investments can step out up into the next level, up and to the right. The golden road never stops. GameStop will keep accumulating and consolidating and pushing up, but they try these things. They try manipulation, guys. They try psychology. They try to break you. They have broken numerous other investors by getting out or giving up on their investment, not understanding the ebb and flow of the markets. But I'll tell you what this chart doesn't show you. This chart does not show you your heart. But right now on this monthly chart, we are going into some of the dog days of summer. And it might not be so glorious. But when you look at the quarterly chart, life is different. This quarterly chart, if you're living 1/4 mile at a time, this quarterly chart shows you that GameStop is sideways and about to break out like you've never seen in your life. The more you consolidate, the more you hang on, the longer you wait. This MACD is flipping green. When the MACD flips green, let me show you the last time it happened. boom, 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 all the way to 120, from 64 cents to 120. I'm telling you now, you're going to be sitting here at $30. You're going to go up and you're going to read it and you're going to see this chart. You're going to go, okay, Marantz, how big is this thing going to go? 1, 2, 3, 4. So from any standpoint over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to be trading from $400 to $1,000 a share. People think I'm crazy. People think I don't understand. I clearly understand. Supply and demand. Do you understand? This is a true chart. This is really going to happen. And it's math. Not only is it math, it's you. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. Enjoy your weekend, guys. We're having a great one over here. I'll keep the party going. Peace.
Do you remember when we fell in love? I remember, don't worry. Do you remember? I remember how it all began. How could I ever forget? It's the first time. Do you remember? I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air now. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's coming in the air now. We fell in love. You remember time? How could I ever forget? You remember time? We fell in love. You remember time? How could I ever forget? Coming in the air now. my mind. Hey, yo, what's my name? Y'all gon' make me go all out. DMX. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Hey, yo, what's my name?
What you
Y'all gon' make me lose my cool.
I've tried so hard,
What y'all really want? What y'all really want?
but it doesn't even matter. Come on, tried so hard,
What y'all really want?
it doesn't even matter. But it doesn't even matter. Come on, try.
Lord, give me a sign. Dog, I meet bitches, the street bitches, slash, Cocoa Puff, sweet bitches, make you wanna eat bitches, but not me.
I tried so
I
hard.
fucks with these hoes from a distance. The instant they start to catch feelings, I start. What is it you want from a? I gave you, you gave me. I blazed you, you blazed me. Stop, stop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's all I'm riding for. Stop, 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 stop. 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 Stop.
Fuck a beat, listen to my words. I won't lie, I let the truth hurt. You may never love me till I'm lying in the hearse, baby.
Stop.
I've tried so hard.
Cause I know my worth. Looking for my way every day on earth. I'm drinking every night, only makes shit worse.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here. Stop. Stop. Lord, give me a sign. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Dang. Call me so I can make it juicy for ya. It's Young Wayne on the O's, aka Mr. Make It Rain on the O's. Young Money. Call me so I can make it for ya. Call me so I can make it. So I can make it for ya. Young Money. Make it for ya. So I can make it for ya. I will never stop like I'm running from the cops. And fuck these bitch ass niggas, how y'all doing? I'm the tune chick, I'm a nuisance. I go stupid, I go dumb like the three stooges. I don't eat sushi, I'm the shit, no, I'm pollution, no substitution. Got a bitch that play in movies in my jacuzzi, pussy juicy. I will never stop like I'm running from the cops. I will never stop like I'm running from the cops. I will never stop like I'm running from the cops. Life is such a fucking roller coaster. Young Money. I'm a millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire. Young Money. Who that said they gon' beat Lil Wayne?
Life is such a fucking roller.
Life is such a fucking roller. Life is such a fucking roller coaster. Then it drops, 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 drops. Motherfucker, I'm sick.
Keep on my dark beats drop, yeah, you love it.
Even when my thoughts seem dark, I'm a beast.
I'm a
dog.
I'm a motherfucking problem. You can't kill me on the mic. I'm a
Goblin.
on the top of color me got a lot of swagger. Let me put it to you proper with the chopper.
I
Yo,
do what I do and you do what you can do about it.
creep into your brain and you like,
Dang.
it's nostalgic.
All I do is smoke and fuck and rap and fuck, smoke and fuck and rap. Dang. All I do is smoke and fuck and rap and fuck, smoke and fuck and rap. All I do is smoke and fuck and rap and fuck, smoke and fuck and rap. Dang. All I do is smoke and fuck and rap and fuck,
Who the fuck can't? I got the magic shit. I'ma die trying to spin this shit. Southside's up in this bitch. I get it. 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 It's because I'm strapped. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dubs. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Trey, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Pros down, cheese up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Roll them trees up, trees up, up. Roll them trees up, roll them trees up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Roll them trees up, 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 up.
Trees up.
So right, cause we had trust. Now it's drowning in our lives. I know we're broken up, you know the feelings deep inside. So what? You, what we've been through, I miss you. And you can't lie, you miss me too. If I roll through, put you in the mood, it could be just me and you. Cause baby, you missed the stroke. Let me know when you're alone, and we can ride the boogie. Baby, you missed the stroke. Just call and I'll come back to you. Gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that beat of love.
Done liquidation flyer, but under the rust was a sharpened blade. We cut through noise, disciplined and unafraid. GameStop was bleeding, gutted, slow legacy retail. They said let it go, but we saw signal in the static storm. Trimmed the fat, then rebuilt the form. From dis to digits, from shrink wrap to chain, from junk stock joke to capital gain. Cut costs cold, every margin tight. RC said let's fix it right. You had to cut costs very aggressively. No bailout, no Wall Street cheat. Just clarity, chaos, and blistered feet. But still we stood, no hedge, no grace. Built our own engine in open space. YOLO, no map, no guide, just storm and tide. We made a move when the world said hide. Now truth and Bitcoin collide. YOLO, we don't borrow, we don't fold. Not sailor, not meta, not bought or sold. From meme to movement, brave and bold. Convictions, currency is gold. YOLO. Bitcoin has unique advantages. Gold's got mass, but Bitcoin's mind. Instant, portable, one of a kind. No armored trucks, no vault, no key. Just sovereign freedom, digitally. No trust required, no paper lies. Proof of work where power flies. Store of value, try store of war. Against the system we can't ignore. Fixed apply, no printer's curse. When fiat fades, this coin comes first. It's asymmetric, it's scarce, it's math. That's why we stepped off the beaten path. Don't follow GameStop, make your own decisions independently. One chance, one ledger, one truth, not just a trade, it's a stand. When history asks who dare to believe, say your name, say it loud, say YOLO, YOLO. One spark, one plan, no luck, just a retail clan. Built a lean with the rebel's hand, now Bitcoin's in the GameStop. To the skeptics we heard it all, to the doubters we watched you fall. From a piece of crap to a signal call, now we stand and we won't stall. YOLO. We currently own 4, 7, and 10 Bitcoin. Exactly.